Welcome to Rhythm of Love, the podcast. I'm Clarence.
And I'm Yolanda. We celebrated our 25th wedding anniversary by writing a book together about what it took to get us here.
And in this podcast, we go deeper and break down what we learned along the way. We hope you enjoy and engage.
Comment, share, and subscribe. We'd love to hear what you have to say about what it takes to make relationships last.
Yes, we will.
Hey,
It's been a minute, huh?
it's been a couple months. We've been, but we had
Put a fine point on it.
it's been a couple months. But so we had.
Welcome to the Rhythm of Love podcast, where I'm Yolanda,
And I'm Clarence.
and we about to put it down.
about to try. So we had
We had some things going
Right.
on.
So-
we had some things going on.
I have to look back and see what the last date of the last episode we had, but I think it probably is before my dad passed.
Oh yeah, it most definitely is.
So we had of course we had the holidays is here, but we lost
Before that,
what I would consider one of our top and number one things
Yes.
for sure. And my dad, he passed away in October, and we had to take some time to just
process through all. Of
process through all that, and we're on the mend. I would call it that.
I mean, you learn that you can move forward, and you're gonna have this space that won't be filled. In my opinion.
And that's a perfect description. I don't minimize your relationship with him and how this was for you. And it was
We don't even compare my relationship and your relationship because there's no comparison.
yeah. I mean, I've said this before, that if you have more than one child, you have a favorite child. And every child got more than one parent. So they have a favorite parent. For sure. They got a favorite parent. They got the parent that gets them.
Mm-hmm.
It's not negative. It's just the one that gets them.
Mm-hmm.
And, like for you, Nathan gets you. You get
And
him.
vice versa.
So I understand that your relationship with him is closer to some degree than my relationship with him. And that's okay. And that's perfectly fine. But for me, that person, with all of the crazy parenting structures that we have with parents and remarrying and all these things, it was definitely my dad. Paul, who was my best friend, and was the best man in my wedding, and we went to high school together and all of these things. I called Paul, I don't know how long ago, and told my father was getting on my nerves. I said, he getting on my nerves. And he said, you going to miss him when he not around. And Paul lost his dad several years ago. And I was like, whatever, because I was still kind of in that moment. And after this happened, I called Paul back, and we talked because he was checking on me and stuff like that. And I said, I am absolutely sorry, because I did not know that this is how it felt. My dad's the first person that in my life that has been extremely close to me to have passed away. I've had some deaths in my family, but this was as close as it's ever been. And I'm not sure if it'll ever get any closer, but it might. There are some things I think that would be
more
sadder.
Devastating. Yeah.
But
I mean, more devastating, and it may be based on other things other than the closeness.
correct.
Yeah.
Okay. So with that being said, I apologized to Paul, told him I was not nearly the friend that I should have been to him. and it was just because I didn't know. I didn't, I went to the funerals and I call them up and check on them and things like that. But I didn't know how hard it was to have that level of grief in your life. I didn't know. So I called them and talked to them about it.
You called a couple people.
I called several people and apologized because I got lots of friends, and I'm at the age where
people do lose.
People are losing their parents and things like that. So I called several friends, but Paul was my first call. Paul was 100% my first call.
'Cause he's your best friend, and yeah.
But we get over it. I don't cry as often.
Right.
I don't cry as often. I still do cry. I had a dream about him. My very first dream. I don't even know that I can say that I've ever had a dream about my dad. But I had one about him.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't a bad dream. It wasn't even a lot of stuff going on in the dream. I just walked into a room and he was standing there, and no words were exchanged or anything. We just hugged, and then I woke up, and it was kind of I can't tell you what happened before I walked into that room or anything. It just I walked into our bedroom and he was standing in the middle of our bedroom, and the interesting thing was, as he had gotten older in his life, he had gotten a lot more frail in his stature. But the man that I hugged in that dream was not that body. It was a much sturdier man.
Yeah.
A much
from
probably from my memories
remember.
of so it brought a smile to my face. I wasn't even home. I was in Boston, and when that happened, because I told you the next night, because I wasn't home, I was in Boston.
No, that's really beautiful. Like, it's almost like he came to visit.
It's almost like he came to visit. It's become a series of firsts. I've said that to you. We had our first Thanksgiving. We had our first Christmas. We had,
Christmas was the toughest.
Because he's a big Christmas fan. I'm going to definitely show you how his house looks at Christmas time. I'll put a video. This is how his house looks at Christmas, because Christmas was his holiday.
Oh, yes. He would always make sure the kids have money to go shopping for their adults.
Yeah.
And he was really, really, that's one of his favorite holidays.
It was definitely one of his. It was his. He liked to celebrate, and he liked to hang out with the family and things like that. But Christmas, I think, was his holiday. He liked the holiday a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So my first trip when I went to Boston was my first time ever traveling since it's in, because even as an adult, he would say to me, "When you going?
Yeah.
Okay, call me and let me know you get there. Call me and let me know you got back." All those kind of things, just to check in with him and things like that. And this was the first time that I had gone. There was no request from him for that check-in. So I ended up calling my mom just because I said, "I'm checking in with you now. So you get to check in." So
we had our first stream.
Our first live stream we did without him, which was kind of dedicated to him. He had been coming to our shows and watching our podcast since the beginning.
Diligently.
Yeah. He came to the book signing.
Yeah.
Even though his face was
yeah, he had a nerve.
Bell's palsy.
Bell's palsy,
yeah. And his whole side of his face, he had lost muscle control.
Mm-hmm.
And he looked crazy. And I told him he didn't have to come. Don't worry about coming.
coming. There's no way he would not.
And he didn't come. He didn't get there for the start. He came there. He kind of got there as we were going. Yeah. And I said, "What are you doing here?" And my mom was like, "He wouldn't let me stay home. We was just going to stay home, but he said he had to go." So, just all around solid guy.
You always know how he felt about you. You never had to wonder. And not just you, but anybody.
But anybody.
hmm
Anybody.
Good, bad, in the middle.
Yolanda and I were having a spirited discussion. I'm not sure if it's quite a debate, because she lost her dad about 10 years ago. And we were saying who had more people at the funeral.
Right. Hey, here we are. He said he was telling somebody else, I think, my dad's funeral was probably the biggest funeral I ever been to. I was like, what about my dad's funeral?
And her
What kind of craziness is that?
and I still
For us to go back and forth.
her father's funeral was pretty big too. No doubt in my
Just by
mind.
the number of people who were on the pulpit.
Yeah, your father's funeral was but like I said, what really made your father's funeral seem big
Is
was
that the church
church was smaller.
Not-
And
Right, smaller than the one
Right,
your
smaller,
father
right.
had.
So-
it
and they
wasn't
filled that
it
joint.
wasn't a small church.
oh no, they filled it.
Oh, yes. To the brim overflowing.
Right.
People were waiting outside to get into the funeral. And some people never did.
Some people never did. So, and I don't know how we end up speaking at all these funerals, which I think is crazy.
I mean, all these funerals. The two.
We spoke to both of them joints.
Yes, because we're the eldest children.
Is that our responsibility? Elder children out there, is that what, are you required? Have you discussed this?
Yeah. Have you discussed it? Yeah. I didn't speak at either of my grandparents' funerals.
No.
I did get up on the podium for some reason. Maybe I was just supporting my sister. I think my sister
Sharon.
spoke and I just stood up there with her. Yeah. But so she was closest to our grandmother. So that makes sense.
yeah,
Yeah,
that makes
that
sense.
she would have been the one. And I probably was closest to my dad of all of us too. So that makes sense. And you were closest to your dad of all of you. So eldest, closest, most well-spoken, the person who got the most to say.
No.
Because your brother spoke too. Your youngest brother spoke
he
too.
did speak.
So
My middle brother, he
said he was way too
he's
emotional.
super emotional. And you wouldn't know that if you met him. If
You
saw
wouldn't
him.
know that if you saw him.
No, you wouldn't
Because
know.
he gets a
He
straight
just-
face, but
inside
he's a...
I've called him gasoline.
Yes, you have.
That's what I would call him, because
With long time.
you add enough fire, it explodes. But he'll stay
You
cool and
eat
calm.
fire. Maybe not.
Maybe not.
Okay.
You gotta add enough fire. You gotta add enough heat. How about that? We'll call it.
Okay.
That. You gotta add enough heat.
Heat. There you
Right.
go. Because I was about to say gasoline. You add any fire to gasoline, it's gonna blow.
It's gonna blow. All right, I take that. I'll take that.
But I like heat. I like that analogy.
Enough heat.
Just
So,
using the word heat.
but
Yeah.
it was cool.
So-
I mean,
Send Clarence your condolences. Because, big loss. And we're just trying to
I got plenty of condolences to people online, because people posting and texting
sure,
and things like that.
Sure. But if anybody doesn't engage with us in other places,
Sure.
feel free.
All right.
Send your condolences.
So that's kind of been part of the delay of why we have been gone. So
But you also planned a really big event right before he passed. You were planning a
Yeah.
huge event that was keeping you busy day and night.
day and night.
The 50th anniversary of your
Fraternity
Fraternity
chapter at UMBC.
Yeah.
Yep. So we had our 50th anniversary. I was the chair, co-chair. I guess I was the chair. I guess you can call me the co-chair, because
Who's the other coach?
I guess it was. I guess I wasn't. Those guys helped though a little
It was
to
a
some
committee.
degree.
Right. You had a committee,
Right.
and you were the chair of the planning committee.
Right. So we put it together and celebrated 50 years of our organization, of our chapter of that organization. That was actually a very good night. I had a good time. I didn't have to work I had worked so hard
leading up.
to it that I didn't have to work nearly as hard. I did forget a couple of things, but
Nobody
I
missed
was the one who knew that I
Right.
had forgotten those things
Nobody-
more than anybody else.
We missed it.
But it was a good event. My wife looked great. One of my guys, his name is Jay. He came up to me. He didn't know, he had never met Yolanda. So we were walking to the bar to get Yolanda something to drink, and she was in front of me, and he stopped her and said, "Oh, I think your hair is fabulous," or something like that about her hair. And then I just walked right next to her, and he was like, "Hey man, what's going on?" I said, "Oh, let me introduce you to my wife." And he was like, "This your wife?" I said, "Yeah." And he whispered in my ear, "You hit the jackpot."
You still found it just as funny as you did that night.
You hit the jackpot. I was like, I guess.
Thank you for making me feel so.
Jackpotty?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm talking
yes,
about-
I hit the jackpot, baby.
Right. I guess.
It's not my intent.
I know the insides and the outsides.
That's not my intent. It's not my intent.
She looked pretty when she come out the
I
house.
did say him
but
thank you, though.
You did. You
I only laughed at you.
deny it. You didn't deny
I only
it to
laughed
him.
at you.
I appreciate it, at least out in public. You can agree,
Yes.
or you can at least keep your
I should have said,
disagreement silent.
Yes, I did.
But no,
Yes.
instead it's if you only knew.
I didn't say any of that stuff. I didn't say any of that.
It was all in. It was all bubbling under the
Thank you.
surface. Bubbling under
Thank
the
you.
surface.
So,
But so yeah, I'm proud of you for having put together such a grand event. It was very well done, for all the work you put in, and even your father passed like
a week.
a week before
He
the
passed on the
actual-
19th, and this was on the 25th.
Yeah. Okay. And so you still went. You still did what you had to do at the event. There were things that within that week that you were still doing. So I'm very proud of you.
Yeah, too many people and too many commitments had been made, and he would not want.
Oh no, he would certainly not want you to shirk any commitment.
All right, but again, I had done so much stuff that even leading up to that last week,
It wasn't a lot of work.
I called a few people and said, "I need you to do these things to
Mhm,
get these things
mhm.
across the finish line."
And your fur brothers were ready to step up for you
Yeah, I mean,
with no questions
they
asked.
called and text. Even guys that never call and never text called and text. So it was appreciated. It was absolutely appreciated.
Mhm, mhm.
So shout out to my my DJs who did it, DJ Eclipse and DJ Neek Nice. They were excellent. They kept the dance
We
floor.
had fun. We had a great time.
kept the dance floor pumping. So
We had a great time. Yes. I'm going to be on the dance floor.
yeah,
I
I'm still making sure the show is running.
I'm just going to be on the dance floor.
I'm still making sure the show is running.
So,
All right, what's tonight's topic? We've been talking all.
oh
this
no, you said you were going to do, you had some
yes.
3Bs.
All right, 3Bs.
3Bs are back, ladies and gentlemen.
3Bs are back. All right, here we go. All right. Drum roll, please. All right, here we go. 3 signs that you might be in contact with a serial killer.
You might be in contact. You didn't want to go hard.
If you do this, or you know someone who does these things,
Oh, okay. If you do it,
You definitely- these are
You're
definitely serial killer characteristics if you're doing it. And if you see somebody doing it, be warned.
Run the other.
These are serial killer characteristics. All right. Number 1, if you put your sock and shoe on one at a time, sock and the shoe
On the
one
right foot.
and then sock and shoe on the left foot,
Okay.
because that's what you did.
Let me say,
That's what you did.
when my back is acting up, I do have to go ahead while I got that right foot in the place. to be putting stuff on it. I gotta just go ahead and put sock and shoe.
I had never seen anything
Because then I
like
gotta
that.
switch legs.
I said, did you just put your sock and your shoe on?
Listen, I have reached a certain time in my life where my hip and my back are not cooperating like they used to. I'm not as flexible as I used to be to just be flipping legs back. You know, once that right leg is up there,
Serial killer.
we gonna do it all.
Serial killer tendencies right there. That's serial killer
You
stuff
gonna
right
be the
there.
first to go.
All right.
Coming after you.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. And I saw this one on the internet, which I thought was crazy.
Yeah.
If you make a sandwich and you put the bread upside down against each other, it's like they had the top,
Oh, the top.
they
of
like
one
69 their bread.
Well, see, I might be a serial killer then. I mean, it doesn't happen on purpose, but it sure has happened.
What?
And I haven't switched it back.
They 69 the bread. You got to turn that over. You can't have the top and the bottom and the top and the bottom.
You already got it
You-
going on.
You pull that thing on and
I've
you
already
turn
cut the sandwich and everything. By the time I realized, I'm just like, okay,
that's
apparently I'm 69ing.
just 69 and sandwiches is out of control.
You are married to a serial killer.
I mean, I knew this, so that wasn't new to me. So, all right, that wasn't new to me.
One eye open
Every night. So, all right. So those number one. That's number two. Number three is if you put milk in the bowl first and then cereal in the bowl.
Okay,
That's serial killer type behavior.
I'm only
2 out of 3,
there.
66%. Okay, we'll
Right,
take
so
that.
We got a chance for you to live.
But how do you even know how much milk to put in?
Clearly, the milk is the important part for you because I can't stand when it's too much milk in my
Because
cereal.
you end up going back for
To
more
more
cereal.
cereal.
What is that? See?
Why are we getting more cereal?
Exactly.
And I mean, that has happened though, where even if I think I have the right amount of milk,
I got too much.
I still got too much milk and I gotta go. Because there's a certain amount you can sip. You know, if you got a little bit at the bottom of the bowl,
And you can sip that.
Could you drink that back?
But at some point, you just drinking a cup
It's
of
a
milk.
whole cup of milk. It's like, I gotta put some more cereal in this.
So if you put the milk in first and the cereal on top,
What is your life about? Like what
where are you going?
Where are you headed? Where are you headed in life?
that is, you are.
It's like getting dressed and then taking a shower.
Right. It's exactly. So those are my freebies for this week. If you have any things that you would like to add to this that you think might be serial killer tendencies, let us know because we're trying to warn the people. You know, y'all always talking about red flags. These are real red flags. These are flashing red flags.
He's with a woman with 2 out of 3.
I didn't know this. So
no, the shoe thing is
new
as
thing.
of late. Yes, it's circumstances that have. I'm not choosing to do it.
You didn't do it before.
I never
I've
did it
seen you.
before.
That's why when I saw it, I was like, "What?
What are you doing? You know that was serial killer. It's serial killer behavior, and it's hip and back problem behavior.
So, all right, both of those things are there. So, okay, we good there.
So what we talking about this time? We're talking about remind me. Let me see. Let me look at my phone and remind myself. We are talking about getting an honest opinion from your spouse about something you're wearing,
Yeah, no.
how you look,
I mean, okay.
the color of your nails.
So, it's not,
Any of those things, especially when it's something that you don't prefer. I don't know why you feel like you can't be honest with me. If it's not something you prefer and I'm going out with you, it's okay to say, you know what, babe, I really like you when you wear XYZ. I might disagree. It might not actually factor in, but because I got to feel good in it first.
so, okay. Let me say, typically my goal is to get out the door.
Okay, yeah, I understand that.
So
But sometimes I do my try on the night before.
Now-
And I try to get out the door at that point.
right.
Right. This is me conserving time, being a better time manager instead of waiting until it's time to get ready to decide, or at least to see, because I'm always just throwing stuff together that I have in my closet, or what is the undergarment I need to wear with this, that, and the third. So, I don't have to, I don't take that time anymore on the day of. So
That's you are
you have a chance.
Fair.
But
That's fair.
I think it started because I was dressing for your father's funeral, and I think I went through 3 different outfits. You liked the first one, and I was like,
Because
it's too much white.
So part of it is, especially from husband to wife, I can't speak from other relationships, is you don't believe us. We tell you
That
what you
looks
have
pretty
on
good.
looks nice, looks really good. You look great. And no matter what degree of adjective that we give you, no matter how big or how long the superlative, you still end up going and change
the mirror and saying,
and change your clothes.
because 1, you're biased. 2, you may just be focusing in on one area of my body or 2 areas of my body. In this area and that area, it looks good. And ignoring the fupa or the short leg is not quite reaching down to my ankle because I can't push my short pants, or yeah. So we got to be specific.
We're not blind. We're looking. You have said this on more than one occasion. I look at you. I'm looking at you. How does this outfit look on me? I give you, I take those things that you have just named, all of them into consideration. Yeah, that leg a little bit short, but it's not too short. Yeah, there's a little bit of a fupa exposed, but it's not that bad. Yeah, you might have a little too much boob showing, but it's not that bad. Okay, this works. So I have decided that this works. So I'm telling you, this works. And you say, no, I'm going to do this. Exactly.
Because sometimes, I stand by what I said just a few minutes ago, that I do have to feel good in it.
You put it on.
But that doesn't mean, right, to see if I felt good in it.
So can we agree then you not ask me until you feel good? Can we agree to not ask me how I feel about it until you feel good about it? And,
Instead of expecting you to say, va, 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 boom.
Yes, that's silly. Because I'm never going to say,
"Oh, good, babe. Do not even take that. I want to take that off you
never.
right now."
I've never said that. I've never.
That's what I'm looking for.
What you looking
That's
for?
assurance that I'm looking
You're not
for.
assurance. You don't want
You're
assurance.
going to be the best looking woman up in there. Nobody can mess with you. This is the best you've ever looked.
That's just
I mean, don't say that.
right. Because then what am I going to say next time?
Right.
Except for last time.
This is the best you've ever. I thought you was looking good last time. You're really looking good this time.
And you labeled this wanting an honest opinion. That you labeled the episode
to be
wanting
explosive.
an honest opinion, and this is what you want.
But no, really. Sometimes I think you just be telling me.
See,
I don't know.
So see,
you're not being honest. You're not saying. When have you ever said, I don't think you should wear that?
I have occasionally.
I'm trying to think about
Occasionally, and not often. First of all, you're not Alabama. So
I put myself together.
Right. So you're not going
to compliment right there.
You typically are not going to put something together that's crazy from the beginning. By the time you get to me on it, and 2 or 3 shirts have been on the bed, and 2 or 3 different pair of pants have been on the bed, and your belts have been accessorized, and your necklaces have been decided upon, you have gone through your decision making for your wardrobe. This is long before you get to me.
This is true. Maybe I will believe you.
So when you get to me, and I confirm your choices that you have made yourself, and then you say, I don't believe you. You're not giving me an honest opinion. What? You're not taking this into consideration. You're not taking it. What? Okay.
Oh no. Oh, okay. So maybe it's not to ask. Maybe it's when you just offer it. What you mean? What's your angle?
What's your angle? What's your angle? Oh, it's just.
No. Okay. Okay.
So I mean,
but you know what? Yes. And now that I think about it, when I'm trying things on in the store, you will say, "I don't like that one," or
because you got to buy those.
Right, exactly. It's still in the store, and why make the mistake? Why bring it home?
Because
and then,
that's a thing for you.
What?
To buy stuff and bring it home and then take it back.
Well, it also is a thing for me not to try stuff on. Where I'll be like, I don't feel like all the taking off and trying on, and especially in the wintertime when you got on coats. You feel like trying it on. You take it back. When shopping is just, and shopping it used to be a joy for me. I would go all day. Wouldn't even stop to eat. Shopping.
Let me tell y'all a story about shopping.
Women be shopping.
When we got married, I'm gonna tell her business, but that's fine. I won't. I could do it without telling your business too bad. So
thank you.
She was trying on this dress. We were in Macy's. She was trying on this dress, and she said, "I think this dress is a little too small. Clarence, go get me the next size. Go get me the next size." Now, in my mind, I didn't even know what size the one she had on was, but I guessed, and I said, "Okay." So I go to the rack. I get the size I think.
And one more size up.
And I bring him back to her. And she looked at that size and said, "Don't you ever bring me a dress."
I will tell my business. It was a size 14. I was pre-children. It was early in our marriage.
Don't you ever bring me a 14.
If I'm ever wearing a 14, you have done something wrong. You should have stopped me a long time ago. Got me straight. Now I wish he would talk about my 14. I wish he would. I gave you 2 children.
I've never said one word about any dress, not one thing about that.
I was serious. I could not see myself in a 14. I probably was an 8 at the time.
So see, that's the problem. See, you had a 8. You wanted me to bring, and now I know you wanted me to bring you a 10.
Yes.
And that because it wasn't a 14, and I brought you a 12.
No, it was a 14. I didn't talk about the 12 like that. It was the 14 that I talked about. I think you guessed 10, and so you brought me 12 and 14.
Or maybe. Okay,
yeah.
I'll take that.
And I was like, if I ever wear 14, put me out to pasture. Little did I know what the future had in store for me. Tell God your plans.
You gotta pray over these dresses. Story number 2. Story number 2 about dress stories. Story number 2.
This is a better story.
This is a good one. So we're going to our friend's wedding. They're having a wedding on New Year's Eve. Having a wedding on New Year's Eve. And I go and I find the suit that I'm going to wear and I buy it and I'm done. And
I just could not find.
She was going back and forth.
Anything I wanted to wear.
We've been to Burlington now 4 or 5 times. Not just Burlington and some other places to her looking for this dress. So she finds
when Burlington used to be nice.
So she finds the dress that she's going to wear. It's a very, very nice dress. I still think it was.
I loved that dress.
I'm sorry
that we lost it. Not that I would be able to wear it at this point. But.
So we find the dress, and you heard her say she's wearing a size 8. So, we go and we
try on
a dress. It feels good for her.
Very good.
But it has a snag.
Nice.
It has a snag on it somewhere. Yes. So she says, "Clarence, go back, grab me another 8 so we can get going." So I go back.
Because at this point, it's the day of the wedding. It's New Year's Eve.
Yeah, it might be. It might
is.
be. Yeah.
You're driving from
North Carolina to Baltimore.
To Baltimore for the wedding.
You are correct. So I grab the 8, I bring it to her. We go home.
I go to my mother's house.
It's the night of the wedding. I put my suit on. I'm sitting in the living room watching the football game. And she comes in and she says, "Hey, I'm having trouble zipping this dress up. Can you come help me zip it up?" And I was like, "No problem." So I come and I'm trying to zip it up. I was like, "Wow, this is pretty tight. This is pretty tight."
It wasn't fitting like this in the.
So we look at the price tag, and the price tag has 8 on it. We look at the dress inside.
Dress.
That joint has
2.
It wasn't 2.
Was it a 2? Well, 4.
It was a 4.
It was far off from an 8.
It was 2. It was 2 sizes down from an 8.
Yes. And it was already a fitted dress. It was like one of those Mandarin style dresses. So it was already fitted. And here I am, day of the wedding.
Night of the wedding.
Night of the wedding.
This is New Year's Eve.
Yes. No other options. Everything's closed by now.
Everything's closed. So I said, well,
he's like, well,
I guess we just won't go to the wedding. It's okay. We'll be okay. So I sat back on the couch and I continued to watch the game and just tried to not make it a big deal. Meanwhile,
I'm back in that joint like, I know I could get, this is like my line sister, my best friend's wedding. I cannot miss her wedding. And I can't show up looking whack because it's like, okay, we'll both just go in
regular clothes,
casual,
right?
And maybe we just will show up at the party, or I don't know. You were trying to help me figure out a plan where I could still congratulate her in person. If we both just be dressed down, and I was like, no, this cannot happen.
So, from what I understand. And she's sitting right here.
To that dress.
She laid hands on this dress. She laid the dress out on the bed.
I was in my parents' house. My dad is a preacher. It was a lot of anointing in the room.
And prayed over that dress.
I was like, Lord, I really can't miss my best friend's wedding. I really want to go. I love her so much.
And then the next thing I hear is, "All right, Clarence, I'll be ready in a second." And she come out to the room. The dress is on. Shoes are on. I was like, "Oh, wow, you were able to get in the dress." And she was like, "Yes, but I can't
raise my arms." So I won't be dancing hard, but I am in the dress.
So
I won't be walking fast.
We get her in the car.
Yeah, I gotta, barely bend myself to get in the car.
Get her in the car.
Legs straight.
We drive to the wedding and go to the reception, and the reception is at Camden Yards, which is like it was a fairly new venue in those days.
Yeah.
And we have a great time at this wedding.
Just exactly how it was supposed to be.
It was the first time. It was such a good wedding, such a good reception that the DJ was playing a song. And we on the dance floor dancing, and the next thing we know, the song go off.
And he out there
he on the dance floor with us.
Like he not the DJ. They're like, what happened to the music? He was drunk. He was. It was fun. It was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun. Yes, it was. And here's a historical piece of that. There were 2 major weddings in Baltimore that night. Our friend's wedding and Will and Jada Pinkett
Smith
got married
the same night.
And we think maybe they were even in the same venue, but we're not sure downstairs, but we're not sure. But they all got married. We all got married. They got married that same night.
But nobody said, "Oh, girl, you busting out." I never, busted a seam. I was in that dress.
And then we took the dress off.
I never wore a size 4 again in my life.
We took the dress off and then we put it back on the hanger, and we took it back to Burlington the next day to get the right size.
And then I never wore it again, even in the right size, because we moved
and we
What
lost
was
the
it?
dress.
That spring we moved.
No, it was a couple springs later.
Okay.
but
We moved a couple times, I think.
that's not when we lost it. We lost it on the comeback.
Yeah,
On the
when we
comeback to me.
finally were moving back here from North Carolina.
We lost a
I
box.
looked up and it was just
We didn't lose a box. The movers lost a box. We had some movers who took our stuff, stored it, and then brought it back to us about 6 months later because we did some other stuff in between. And when they moved it back, we had lost one of the
It
we
was
had lost one of the
gone.
boxes.
I don't even know what else was in the box.
Don't know either. But a set of dresses, at least some dresses. So
So
anyway, that going back to the original topic.
yes. You wouldn't have told me if FUPA was. I
I wouldn't
I didn't
have.
have too much of a FUPA back then. I had no kids. I hadn't had any kids.
Nah, you was I told you, you had the tightest abs I'd ever felt on a woman in my life.
This I did not know. He didn't tell me until I lost them. He's like, remember the abs you used
I
to
did not say remember them abs you used to say. I did not say that.
He was like, oh, I remember the days.
She had the tightest abs that I
told me you never told, except for when I got my first C-section.
So it was crazy. So yeah. That's a story for another episode. That's a story for another episode.
But yes, be honest with your spouse. If it's something you like or don't like, I would not take it any kind of way. If you said, I don't like the way that fits you, or, I don't like that color on you, I wouldn't take it any kind of way. Now, whether I would believe you or not, if I was feeling good in it, I don't know. But
yeah,
I would want you to tell me. I want you to feel good. Not only do I want to feel good in what I have on, because you feel good. It shows in how you talk, how you move, and so I also want you to feel good with me next to you.
So I gotta work on being your hype man, because that's what you want. That's what all of this actually means, is you want me to be your hype man. You want me to be like, girl,
Yes,
girl.
yes.
You
saw the video where she showed that man, her husband, her nails. Oh, look at the shape.
just
Oh, look at the.
you want a hype
How'd you
man.
choose that color?
Yes,
So good against
I gotta
your
work. I
complexion.
gotta work on my hype man skills.
Hype me up.
I'll work on it.
I'll be hyping you up, babe. You look good. I love that. You look so good.
Okay.
I love that blue on you. I love that green on you.
You just say green is my color. Green is really your color.
Is that how I put it?
That's
And
it.
then I just leave it alone. It's a nice color on you. I like you in green.
You and green.
I do like you in green. He's not making that up. So anyway, yeah, we're not going to drag out our episodes. We chilling. We going short and sweet. Can you see the time?
I know we all right.
No, I just wanted to know how close it was.
I can't
to
see
our
it from
regular
here.
time. I can't see it from here, but we're back, y'all.
We're gonna try to be
keep
more
sending
regular.
us-
We
keep
apologize for the
Good
delay.
vibes. I keep seeing videos from other content creators saying, just put out the content. Just create the content. It may not be your favorite thing. Just go ahead and put it out. And so I'm trying to take that to heart. I got me a content calendar.
We're going to our first
To fill out-
content creators forum or meet and greet next week. It's the first time we're going. We're assuring
happy about
ourselves before we get there that we will be the oldest people there by 15 years.
We already know.
We're already just planning for that to be true, but we're going, and see what happens. In fact, we got to tell Miss Elizabeth, so because it's a Tuesday,
Yeah.
so we're going
This-
though. It's
Next
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Yeah, it's next Tuesday.
Ooh, pray for us. sis.
Yeah, next Tuesday.
So by the time we air this episode, we will have already gone.
I'm not.
No,
I'm not.
all right, we don't know. We'll let you know. You'll know. We'll tell you the next time we see you. All right, y'all. Peace.
Don't forget to share, comment, and subscribe
Yes.
right there below.
Yes, especially now that we are trying to roll back, share it with your friends. If you enjoy it, please share it with at least one person, somebody you think will also enjoy it.
Yep.
Yes.
All right. Until next time, peace.
And soul.
And so, come on now, peace and soul.
All right.
We hope you've enjoyed another exciting episode of Rhythm of Love, the podcast, hosted by Clarence and Yolanda Lewis.
Theme song by Kendra R.
Book graphics by Rihanna Denise.
More information is available at cYLentertainment.com.
Please join us on Sunday nights for our live stream on twitch.tv/DJC Sharp.